The road to my decision to become a librarian was a rough and emotional one. Once it was over, I thought all the tough career decisions were over until I graduated. I knew I'd wanted to be a librarian, and I knew what college I wanted to attend to pursue it. What else could I have possibly had to worry about? As it turns out, a lot. For starters, when I started my classes, I realized that there was a big difference between the library science major and the library science with education major. The majors in the education track, like myself, had to do a considerable amount of education training and classes. While I had expected this, I did not expect just how much teaching was involved with being a school librarian. It really showed just how much I didn't know about what librarians did. I'll admit, I was pretty scared and disencouraged the more I learned about the program and all the requirements I had to fulfill. My entire life, the one job I knew I never wanted was to be a teacher or a nurse. A lot of my cousins became teachers and nurses. Just hearing their stories made me want to avoid those careers as much as possible. Learning that I had to do teaching as a school librarian was terrifying. At first, I had simply considered switching to the other track and being a public librarian. However, I knew deep in my heart that I just really wanted to do school libraries. Public wasn't going to cut it. I figured I would just do my best, and if it wasn't enough, I could always switch tracks later. A few years went by, and I started my spring semester of my junior year. Around this time, you do a brief 2-week stint as part of a professional semester. You go to school libraries and you observe and help out and, record stuff in a field journal. I had to visit an elementary school in an unknown area every day for 2 weeks. I was required to create a lesson, teach that lesson, observe multiple classes, create a bulletin board, and record every single thing I did. The idea of it brought dread to my heart. I knew that if I let my anxiety and nerves get to me, I would do poorly, and I didn't want to do poorly. So I decided to do my best, try and have an enthusiastic outlook on the experience. Then the prodigal day came. But once the day was over, I drove all the way home with a smile on my face. I had had so much fun during the entire observation. I spoke with the kids and faculty, I learned all their routines, I even explored the entire library and bits of the school. It was like having a dream come true that I didn't really ask for or even think of. The teaching aspects seemed like fun. Every day for those 2 weeks, I woke up and went to bed with a smile on my face. Every day I learned something new or got to do something new. Even the routine tasks of checking in books and shelving them was amazing to me. Every fear and doubt I ever had about being a librarian was instantly gone. The weight of wondering if I had made the wrong decision was gone, and I fully intend to thrive with this new confidence from the beginning to the end of my career.